Hi guys! Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about lining your button bands with ribbon. This is something that I do on almost all of my files that have, or all of my patterns that include buttons. I line all of my button bands with ribbon, and I usually include instructions, but I'm finding that it takes up a lot of space on the actual file, and I thought making a video tutorial might be a little more efficient and a little bit better for saving paper. So here we go. Basically, the reason that I line all of my button bands with the ribbon is because I just find that it gives a much sturdier finish to my button band, to my finished garment. It provides an anchor for me for when I'm sewing in my buttons. It gives the fabric a little more stability, and with that in mind, I want to note that I only sew this ribbon into the side of the button band that is actually getting the buttons. I do not sew this onto the button band that it has the button holes on it, only the side that is going to actually be getting the buttons. And I put the ribbon on the wrong side of the fabric, not on the side that's going to be facing the outside. The way that I do this is I cut a strip of fabric that is about 1 inch too long on either end, and the reason being is because I fold those ends under to prevent fraying, just like you would do if you were sewing a hem on something. You're going to fold it on under, and then I just go with my needle. When I sew these guys, I start at one end. Now I don't have thread here, this is just for demonstration purposes. I come up through the fabric like this, and then I just go back down into the fabric like that, and I just continue doing that all the way around the corner, or the small edge. I go all along one long edge and then back down another small edge. When I am doing my smaller edges like this side here, I usually go back and forth a few times just to stabilize this area so it doesn't come undone before I go along this top edge. Now, I don't know if you can see in this picture here or in this video, but I'm only doing 3 edges. I'm doing both sides and I'm doing the back edge. The reason that I choose not to do all 4 edges is because when you do 4 edges, it makes the fabric really, really stiff. And I don't want it to be really, really stiff. I want to have some movement still in my knit fabric. It's a knit fabric after all. And so that's something to mention. Another thing to mention with regard to fabric is that I only use linen and cotton ribbon. I just feel that it has a more organic feel to it. I only use natural fibers when I knit, and I like the idea of keeping a natural fiber with a natural fiber. I get all of my ribbons on Etsy.com, and I'll put that information below. They have a lot of really cute choices. I found some really, really sweet ribbon on Etsy. So that's about it. I really, again, and really highly suggest putting these ribbons in. It's just going to make a really, really nice, sturdy fabric for you, and it's going to help prevent that awful button pulling. Oh, I detest button pulling. So hopefully you find this video helpful.